at me. Red on the slide that isn't mine. Finding every reason you can find to question my love. Remember that it's not me. I was never the one who broke your heart. We both know I've been gentle from the start. So though the questions keep on coming this time, you know that I'll listen. You know I'll be patient with you. You're my baby. Maybe this time you'll know you can trust me. You'll know I'll be faithful to you. You're my baby. I was never cheating. You connected dots that weren't there. You gave attention to the thoughts I never wear. It's not my style, even though it's so clear to me. You shouldn't base the future on the past. I know you really want this thing to last. So though the questions keep on coming this time, you know that I'll listen. You know I'll be patient with you. You're my baby. Maybe this time you'll know you can trust me. You'll know I'll be faithful to you. You're my baby. I don't wanna fight now. You're barking, you bite now, to prove that I'm right now, that you lost your sight now. I'm holding it tight now. Can't see through the night. How to show you my light now, to paint these walls white now. I don't wanna fight now. You're barking, you bite now, to prove that I'm right now, that you've lost your sight now. I'm holding it tight now. Can't see through the night. How to show you my light now, to paint these walls white now. So though the questions keep on coming this time, you know that I'll listen. You know I'll be patient with you. You're my baby. Maybe this time you'll know you can trust me. You'll know I'll be faithful. So though the questions keep on coming this time, you know that I'll listen. You know I'll be patient with you. You're my baby. Maybe this time you'll know you can trust me. You'll know I'll be faithful to you. You're my baby. To you, you're my baby. To you, you're my baby. To you, you're my baby. I don't wanna fight now. You're barking, you bite now, to prove that I'm right now, that you've lost your sight now. I'm holding it tight now. Can't see through the night. How to show you my light now, to paint these walls white now.
Hello, there's still an ad running on Twitch, but it's fine. How's it going? Hope everyone's doing good. Hope everyone had a good new year. Let me switch scenes and get this game unmuted. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. Hope y'all had a good New Year's Eve, good New Year's Day. It's good to be back. Let me get this game loaded up before I forget. Before I forget what I'm doing. And we'll get straight into it because I've got a lot of work to do today and not a lot of time to do it, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, we're gonna be going to Duna today. We have a mission to go there. And we're gonna kind of try to double dip a little bit. Let me actually go and look, because I need to double check here. I have this too, but I don't want to do this. And I did a couple of missions on my own after stream last week. I did Cappy Rock. I did the... I got a giant tank up into orbit. I went and did a little chonker finally. But we have to go to the Duna monument. So what we're going to do is we're going to send a probe down to the Duna monument. But we're also going to send out 2 landers and a crew of 3. And we're going to try to kind of bang out 3 missions in one go. We're going to go land at the monument with the probe. We're going to go and send a crew of 3 to Ike. We're going to send the crew of 3 to Duna, I think. I don't know if I'm going to send the crew of 3 or the crew of 1 yet. Kind of depends how good I can design the landers, but you have the crew of 3 to Ike, to Duna, and to the probe to the monument. And I'm going to try to get all of that done in the scope of 1 mission. So hopefully we can do it. We've got a lot of R&D to do, though, so we'll see. Before I do that, though, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, let me go to the mission control. Or not mission control. R&D. I have 900 science. I should probably spend it. What I really would like to get is... I want this. Because the drogues will be really helpful. I should get these, actually. I'm just trying to think, is there something that I would need better? I don't need those. Science parts would be really good. But I really need the heavy landing stuff. Like, desperately. I just want this because the surface survey for rovers would be really helpful. We could get some extra science. But I think I'm gonna go with the heavy landings because this parachute and this ladder might actually be more. No, I shouldn't. This would be really good to do too. Unfortunately, the nuclear engines. But I can't afford it. So we're gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way, which is a shame, but it is what it is. I'm gonna grab the sampling stuff. I can't not do it. Okay, vehicles on the building. Let's do this. Get our probe. We're gonna design this in 3 or 4 parts. We're gonna do the actual transfer stage to get us there and back. We're gonna do the Ike lander. We're gonna do the Duna lander, and we're gonna do the rover. It's gonna be just a probe rover that goes down, just in case I don't land where I need to. And then we can get some extra science too. Before I do that, though, round trip Kerbin to Duna. Actually, Kerbin to Ike. So we need... I need a calculator for this because there's a lot of things that I'm going to skip with this stage. We need 3,400 to get up into orbit. 930 to exit. 140 to go to Duna. 250 to enter Duna. 250 to leave Duna. 30 to go to Ike. 150 to circularize. I think that's it. And then another 900 to get back to Kerbin. Let's say like 7,000 Delta V just to be safe. Oh, you know what I don't have? Oh wait, no, I lied. It's right here. This stores 3 people, right? Right? You store 3 people? Yeah, you store 3 people. No. Tim, go away. No, Agger, go. Jeb, Bill, and Bob. Just like old times. But this is gonna be our... I want to send the copula, but I know I'm not going to. This is gonna be our return stage. So I'm trying to remember where everything is. It's been so long. I also need a docking port on top of this. We'll get to that in a second. I want to do the rest of this first. So we have the decoupler. Science Junior. Where's the other science thing? Reaction wheels would be good to put on this anyway. I'm gonna throw one of those on there. We'll use the radial mount chutes through 3 of them like this. That's fine. 3 radial mount chutes like that, and then I'm gonna throw in a couple of drogue chutes just to be safe. Just in case we need to slow down a little bit more. And then we can actually clip those in a little bit, clip these in a little bit. There we go. That should be fine for a return capsule Kerbin. And then I'm going to actually also do one more thing here. How heavy is this? 0.04 tons? I'm going to throw one of these on here. Actually, you don't need it. Pluto Day? Yeah, kinda. How you doing, Za? It's good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I need a Communitron on here. Let's just throw on one of these. Good enough. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. I want a Science Junior on this, but I don't want to... I want to put it here, but I think I'm gonna put it there, and then we'll just put a decoupler on that. We'll do stack decoupler here, Science Junior. I could just put in a cargo bay here. We could just put it in a little cargo bay. One of these. You know what? I think I'm going to do that instead. Open this, please. There we go. And then I'm actually going to throw a fuel tank on here, too, just to have something that I'm attaching to. And then I think our poodle will be the transfer stage there and back. 4,500, that's pretty good. Okay. We'll get a little bit more fuel in there. I'm not going to worry about it too much. Couldn't sleep last night, could be worse. I feel that. I'm a little tired. I didn't sleep great. Like, I slept, but it was not that nice, unfortunately. Need lights. I'm gonna put the lights down here. We don't need lights on the return pod, because the return pod is just the return pod. We'll throw those right there. I'm just thinking, do I want to leave a docking port on a decoupler? I think I'm just going to bring the docking port back. Never remember where the docking ports are. Because this docking port we're going to use to rendezvous the Icelander. I'm actually going to put another docking port down here. And the Duna lander is going to dock to this when it comes back. But this will be the return point for the Icelander. But no, I get that though. I think I went to bed at like 5 in the morning or something last night. It was not pleasant. I want retractable solar panels. I don't think I have any. I have these and these. Recharge 1 per second. I'm gonna throw on, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna throw on 2 sets of these. I'm gonna do one here. And then I'm gonna do an auxiliary pair down here. Just in case. And then we'll put these on here for emergencies. Or put them here. And I'm gonna move this up. There we go. We'll do that. Okay. I have a Communitron in there, we're good. One more thing I need on this, though. I need to throw a probe core in here. Just in case when this is unmanned and if I need to do stuff with it. We're just going to load this cargo bay up with items. We'll throw a Science Junior in here. Throw in a little sniffer. I don't need a sample grabber on this. We'll put that on the rover itself. Or actually, I guess I don't need to put it on the rover. I can just put it on the lander that's gonna go down. So I don't need this because we have the big one. I don't need the air sniffer because we're gonna put that on the actual lander. So I think that's fine, actually. So then what we'll do in here is we'll put in some batteries and probably a little bit of monopropellant just to be safe. Throw in a couple of these and a couple reserve. How much do these hold? 0.4, 0.25. Those really aren't that big though. I'm gonna throw like 3 of these in here. Point 0.3. I have a better idea. Bear with me for a moment. Take those off. I'll throw one of those in there. And then we'll attach the batteries to this. Okay. Because that doesn't need to open, that just needs to exist. That's 4,000 meters per second, so that gets me... If we can get it into orbit, that gets me 2 Duna and back. And we'll get the Ike intercept with that. So that should be fine. Should be. The hard part's getting this launched. Actually, now that I think of it, it doesn't matter because if this is the transfer stage. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Actually, change of plans. I'm gonna throw one more stage on here, just for insurance. It doesn't need to be big. It just needs to be big enough to get us an intercept, preferably on an impact trajectory. So I'm gonna make it big anyway because I can. I'll throw on another poodle. It's like 1,000. What's my thrust to weight? Where do I see that? I can't remember. Is it in here? No, I had to hit this. And that is Kerbin vacuum. Thrust to weight is 0.2. Actually, now that I'm looking at this, the upper stage there is 0.4, which is a little low. Yeah, I'm gonna change this up. I'm gonna leave the core tank here. What I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna put 4 small tanks on the outside like this. I'm actually gonna put them. So I'm trying to think how I want to do this. Because I want a decently strong set of engines on here that is going to be fuel efficient and just allow me to transfer 2 Duna. That way I have a ton of fuel in here just to play with. But now that I'm thinking about it, maybe I don't need that. Maybe we just make this a small stage like this. And then we'll put another decoupler in there. And then we'll build the launch vehicle out of that. Because what I'm thinking is basically... I'm thinking of taking some of these medium tanks and putting them on here. And then if this is a... Need fuel lines. Fuel line. Do this. Is there a structural adapter I can put on here to make this not look stupid? That isn't a fairing? I don't think so. I have the cargo nose cones. Actually, you know what? The cargo nose cones might not be a bad idea. Hold on. I just throw 4 of those on there. They're pretty light. we open them, but we don't need to open them. We can just pretend they don't exist. And then what we can do here is throw on our fuel lines again. That. Because if this puts out max thrust in a vacuum of 215, we do... I'm trying to think here. We do 4 of these. We're looking now at a thrust to weight of 0.7, which is better. And I think that'll be okay, maybe. And that's like 7,000 meters per second. That is ridiculous amounts of delta V, but that's fine. Yeah, this little tiny stage right here, this will be our transfer to Duna, and then we'll ditch it on the way. And then this will be our main stage to get us around. That's kind of what I'm thinking. And then I have these cargo nose cones. I kind of want to put a probe core in one of them, so I have a little bit of control, and if we can just... Oops. There, we just need one. That way we can just kind of adjust trajectory when we ditch it, in case we have fuel left. Should be fine. Okay. It's gonna be a little ridiculous, but that's okay. Now we just need a launch stage to get this thing up. Which I think we don't need much. We just need... We need this stage with a mainsail, and then a couple of boosters, and I think we'll be fine. It's 8,000. 2,000 meters per second right there. If we throw on a couple of boosters, went through 4 boosters. Please attach. Thank you. We do 4 boosters like that. I think we should be fine. Right? This is such a ridiculous craft. And again, I'm trying to kind of over-engineer this because we're going to have 2 relatively large craft, or 3 relatively large craft attached to it. And I want to make sure that we have more than enough fuel to make this thing work. Please. I was looking for them. I'm like, I can't find them. Where are they? Here they are. So throw on 4 of those. Okay, so just a quick look at staging here. We have solid rocket boosters fire first. Then main engine also fires at the same time. Decouple, ditch the boosters. Then this stage fires with this decoupler. Then this decoupler and this stage fire. And then we have our parachutes and our final decoupler up here, which that's going to be the return trip home, so that's not a big deal. Okay. I'm just going to do a quick... I'm just trying to think. Do I want to launch it all in one go, or do I want to send it up and do a rendezvous in atmosphere? I kind of want to do a rendezvous in atmosphere. Or not in atmosphere, but out of the atmosphere. Just dock it all together. So that might be the play. Because basically this is going to go up. We're going to dock the craft together through this docking port. So we're going to have a package that goes up that's going to have both landers. That'll dock to there. We'll ditch the Duna lander first. Duna lander will go down, do whatever it's got to do, come back. And then dock to this port down. Whoops. Dock to this port here. I think I just flipped that all around, but that's fine. So it'll dock to this docking port, and we'll take all of the stuff from it, try and transfer the kerbals, get the science, and then ditch it. This will fly to Ike with the Ike lander that'll be still attached up here. And then the Ike lander will go down, do everything on Ike, come back, dock to one of the 2 docking ports, and then this stage will go home. Basically, kind of my plan. And then on top, on the very, very top, we're going to have a rover. Which I'm probably going to do a transfer. I want to do a powered capture, but I'm probably just going to put a big shell of bearings on top of this. And then kind of re-enter it nose first and hope. Which actually, if I'm going to do that, then what I'm actually going to do here is I'm going to throw on a couple of stabilizers on this stage. Actually, is that stage even enough to get us to Duna? I don't even know. I'm going to throw the stabilizers on here anyway, just on the off chance that it is. Only like 100 delta V, it's not going to make a difference. And on the off chance that we do fly into the atmosphere, we just use the stabilizers to keep us oriented. Just trying to think if I want more SAS on here or not. I don't think I need it. But what I do need to do is need to add RCS to this thing, so just in case of emergency, basically, is the only reason I want it. Let me save this. This is going to be the workspace file name Duna. We're going to take this off. Now, center of mass. What are we looking at here? Trying to like remember where everything is. Center of mass is down there. Oops. Hey, this camera drives me nuts sometimes. Because it's now focused on this part of the ship and not this one. Focus on this, please. There we go. Okay. Center of mass is right here. So what we want to do is... Right, where is the RCS? Isn't it? Here it is. I'm going to throw 4 of those right there. 4 of those right there. And then I'm going to clip these in KSP1, true KSP1 fashion. There we go. That should be fine for RCS on this thing. When this tank empties, center of mass will move. So what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to put a couple more up on top and on the bottom as well. So we'll do 4 there and 4 here. And then I'm going to put these down here again. And it's literally just for when we run out of fuel, the center of mass moves to here. So I would rather have as much... Actually, going to put these up here. There. Move these lights up. I want to have as much wiggle room as possible here. Just in case. Because you never know. Okay. That should be fine. Right? That should be good. Refill this tank before I forget. Yeah, in theory, we won't have to worry about it. We'll just have... We'll have the lower stages do all the work, and we'll be full when we get to Duna, for the most part. I'm not too worried. These deployables are emergency deployables. We're going to deploy 1 set of panels first. if it burns up in the atmosphere of Duna, we'll deploy the second set. And if we lose that somehow, then we have this reserve set just in case. I think we're good. And then we'll also, obviously, we'll have the panels that are on the landers themselves. So that should be fine. All right, let's do a quick test flight of this thing and make sure that it actually functions. And if it does, we'll go work on designing the landers. Wiggle. All right. Skip the countdown. Just a test launch. Again, it is just a test. I'm gonna kind of weigh the options on whether or not we should launch it all in one go after we do the test flight. Which we're not gonna launch it all in one go anyway. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we do need. Actually, yeah, we could probably use a little bit more SAS. This thing is. Oh, my SAS isn't even on. Oops. I think we're good. These wings right here help a lot. It's a little bit of a ridiculous looking craft, but you know what? If it gets the job done, that's what matters, right? Booster's about to flame out. Trying to kind of take this a little bit steeper. Boosters are gone. Ditch them. We're going a little slower than I'd like. I might throw one more stage on here. It's going to be a really tall rocket, but I want to make sure that this all gets up in one go. I don't know. We might not need it because we have this stage up here, but I want to see what we're looking at. Okay, I see what I'm doing here. So this stage is kind of useless. So we're going to be relying entirely on this upper stage for everything, which is fine. It's not the end of the world. Well, if that's the case, what I might do is I might use these to launch us instead. Shoot a Pluto. Well, it's because this stage is... That's 4,000 Delta V in that stage, actually. We have to circularize is the problem. So what I'm thinking I might do instead of having fuel lines here is I might just put a 5th engine in the middle of this. But I don't know, it's hard to judge. I really wish I had the nuclear engines, and this just isn't moving as quick as I want it to. That's why I'm thinking I might just skip this stage entirely and just make it a big upper stage that has stronger engines. I don't know. It's tough. Let's revert it. I'm gonna rethink this a little bit. Because I want to try to be as conservative with this upper stage as possible. So we'll keep this. This is fine. This stage needs some changes. Onion staging I have, but I don't want to do that. It just feels dirty, you know? But Link, welcome on in. Over on YouTube. I hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good New Year. Hope everyone had a good New Year. Because what I'm trying to basically do is I want this to be my stage that gets us to Ike and home, but not the stage that gets us to Duna. At least not entirely to Duna. So I'm thinking if we just build a bigger stage here as a second stage. So if we go with like one of these, not that. If you go with one of these, again, with a, is it skipper? What does this do? You do like a skipper. This is 0.7. Actually, you know what? This might be the play here. Hear me out. Hear me out. We do... not that. We do this. Whoops. Do I even need the nose cones on there? I'm gonna leave them on there just for good measure, because we do. I don't need to clip them in that far. Hear me out. If we do that with... do we do Reliance since we're swivels? We throw on 4 of these. Because hear me out. This stage now has a thrust to weight of 0.95, which is really good. And we're looking at still 4,800 meters per second in this second stage here alone. Can I change the display of these? No. Because if this is our upper stage, maybe I should use liquid boosters over here instead of solid. Let's do this then. I was trying to avoid doing it, but I'm gonna do just some smaller liquid stages here. Excuse me. What are you attaching to? What? How did that happen? That's weird. That was real odd. So if I just do this with mainsails, like, yeah, that gives me a lot of delta V, but I don't know. It just feels kind of dirty. Delta V by stage. Yeah, I've been doing that. I've been looking here. I don't want this to be too strong. But I don't know, maybe doing it this way is better, and then we can just send it all up in one go. Let me do this. Let me move these up just a little bit. Not that far. Like that. That should be fine, right? Because maybe we will do this all in one go. Because if that's 10,000 with the landers and the rover on top, we're looking at probably maybe like 8 or 9,000. And then we'll send the rover up separately because that one's going to be a little awkward. Sorry, fuel lines. I'm just looking for those. I want these to fuel into here. Because if I can minimize the amount of... I'm trying to find the struts and I can never remember where they are. If I can minimize the amount of stuff that we launch, it'd be ideal. I just don't want to have these like this. You know what we're gonna do? It's gonna be kind of dirty, but I'm gonna do it anyway because I can. Bear with me for a moment. Just so I can put some nose cones on top of that. Because do I have anything other than the cargo nose cone that I can put on top of that to make it not look stupid? I don't know if I do. I think I have these. Oh, that's too tiny. Never mind. Cargo nose cones. Oh, it looks so dumb. Oh god. Alright, I'm gonna put these here like this, and then I think I can attach nose cones to these if I cheat a little bit. So just use your imagination that these are attached to the engines. And yeah. There we go. Beautiful. And that should be a fine upper stage. Just to finalize it. It's beautiful. Oh, you love to see it. Okay. I think that's fine. Okay, so double check staging. We have main engines and where's my center mate? Here it is, main cell. 5 main engines fire. I am gonna put the Separatrons back on here. Do them like this. Actually, that's kind of dirty because of the nose cone. Let's do it like this. Clip these up slightly. Just so they're not clipped inside the cargo bay. Okay. So, Separatrons fire with those decouplers. Stage, please. Just move. There we go. Okay. Main engines fire. Then we separate. Then this set of engines fires. Then we separate. Wait. No, I see. Okay. This is backwards. Wait. No, it's not. Yeah. So that all separates. That fires off. Then we have our final Duna stage goes off. And then our landing stuff. Okay. Only learned this today. Yeah, I learned it the other day. I find the menus of this game a little unintuitive. Like, don't get me wrong, they're cool, the new menus. I vastly preferred KSP1's system because this just feels awkward sometimes. There we go. Okay. That should work better. I'm gonna throw on, just as a control here, fuel tank. And a cargo nose cone. Because with that, we're looking at 8,000. I'm just kind of trying to think, if I send up both landers together with this, roughly how much are they going to weigh? And this tank is usually a good measurement of that. So hypothetically speaking, if we were to launch this... There you go. And again, this is just a quick test demo flight. Just to make sure that this functions, then we're going to go design the actual landers. Basically was goofy. I mean, it's going to be goofy, so... This doesn't go here. It's going to be really, really goofy until we actually put the actual stuff on. And then this stage. Don't even get me started on that stage. It's just to get some extra power into that stage, but I need to see the performance of this stage here before we do anything. So if this stage is enough to get me to orbit, then I'm not going to worry about it. We'll just take this stage out entirely. We won't need it. I mean, we will kind of need it, but we won't need as much. We'll judge the performance of this, and then we'll see what happens. Might still take it out anyway. And again, this is literally just a test to make sure that this can actually lift everything. Don't worry about the little donder up here. Open the cargo bay just to have some fun with it. Yeah, this will go away, and we'll replace this with basically 2 decently sized but still small landers. So there goes those external tanks. AP's 46, that's not bad. We are going really slow though. Maybe I will take this stage out. I think what I'm gonna have to do is launch this in 3 parts, which I really didn't want to do, but I think it's gonna be better if I do it that way. Just kind of trying to watch the numbers and make sure that they all line up right. Because what I'm thinking I might do now instead is I might just take off all the weight up here, and we'll send up the lander module and dock it. I just really didn't want to do that because I don't want to use RCS when I don't need to. Well, let's see though, because if this stage can push me up to an orbit with this giant tank attached, dead weight, then it works. I can probably use it. I just might see if I can squeeze a little bit more fuel into those side boosters. Or maybe squeeze some extra Rockomax engines or something, because this just is, it feels really slow, even though I know it's not. But like sitting here, it's obvious we're gonna need a little more oomph. So this third stage definitely isn't terrible to have. But I want to see how much work it puts in, because we are at AP now. All right, stage. Can we push this? It's still really slow. I could asparagus it, I guess. That wouldn't be a terrible option. I think I can do that at least. It's been a long time since I've done asparagus staging in KSP. Funny thing too is like this stage right here, this has so much fuel in it. Not even funny. Okay, I'm gonna revert this. I have an idea. But I need to see if I can split this stage down here like you could in KSP1, because I haven't ever tried. Can you split these? Yes, you can. Okay, that changes things. We're gonna do this then. So that was this one. I'm gonna stage these two first. Or these two first, rather. And then... there we go. Is that correct? No, I grabbed the wrong ones. Okay, hold on. Split those. We have... two on the side here. And those two. Okay. That's correct. So what we'll do instead is... God, I haven't done this in forever. For people who don't know me, I used to play KSP every day for like 2 years. And then I stopped because I got super burned out. And other than a little bit in February, I haven't touched KSP stuff in, what, 6 years? I want these two to fire first. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, I haven't touched KSP stuff mostly, other than like the last couple of days, in a very long time. So a lot of this is stuff that I did way back in the day that I haven't done since then. So now if I fire this, now this should have significantly more thrust. And this upper stage should get me into orbit better. So let's give it another quick test flight and see. In theory, this should work. It's basically what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to carry a couple of these engines a little bit higher up in the atmosphere. Boost my AP a little bit higher than we're getting. Because then if I have the low thrust to weight on this stage here, that's fine. It's at the end of the board. Which I actually probably should run some fuel lines from these tanks to this tank and then back, just to make sure that it's evenly distributed in fuel, but we'll deal with that in a minute. Just make sure this thing can actually fly first. First tanks are about to run out of fuel. Flamed out. Ditch them. Yeah, we're still a little low on the thrust department here with the new fuel line distribution. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do then is we're gonna take this dead weight off. Take this. I might leave the middle stage here. But we'll take the dead weight off and see if it can fly without it. And we'll just do this in multiple launches. I didn't want to do it in multiple launches, but we'll do it in multiple launches. It's fine. But what I am going to do here is I'm going to put a nose cone on top of this just to help with aerodynamics a little bit. We'll ditch it on the way up. And then I want to throw some fuel lines in here. There we go. Just to make sure that fuel is evenly distributed on that stage. It's been such a long time since I've done this. It feels so weird. Delete these. I want to be down at the bottom, not at the top. Okay. Please, just focus down here. Okay. Delete that. Delete this. And then throw in... Oh, is it gonna not symmetry properly now because of loading? Alright, you know what? Fine. One fuel line at a time then. In the middle. Now, this, by the way, this is going to take a little bit of R&D, so it's going to be a little while before we do the mission, but what we're going to have to do is we have to test both landers and make sure that they can actually do what they need to do. Docking is secondary. I just need to make sure that they can get up and down on Duna and Ike. But this should be fine for a launcher, so I think we just launch it and deal with it when we get into space. This should be more than enough. I'm not super concerned. I think we'll be fine. I'm going to probably take this a little bit more shallow than I normally would. We'll see. So I need to combine those. We'll do a quick test launch again, and if it works, it works. We'll roll with it. If it doesn't work, I'm going to go back to the drawing board a little bit. And probably going to end up strapping more boosters to it, because more boosters always solves the problem. This will be our transfer stage there and back. Oh, you know what I did forget, actually, now that I'm thinking about it? I forgot one very important thing, and that is the air sniffer. But we'll send one of those up on the other mission next one. It's fine. Which what I'll probably do is I'll send up a probe core with the stuff attached, and we'll send the probe core back down and cover it. Maybe I should just take this really steep. Just sit here and I launch this and I'm thinking to myself, you know, I should probably go a little bit steeper. Because we're so low on fuel at this point. My other problem is I don't want to use 8 tanks. I just feel like that's too much. P of 50. In stage separation. Time warp this a little bit just to kind of speed this up. I think we're fine. AP is 70. We should be fine. Oh yeah, we're good. I'm gonna bring this up to about 100. Okay. 100. Okay, and then when we get here. Interesting. I'm gonna pause this. Hold on. Oh, I forget. You can't manipulate maneuver nodes when you're paused, which drives me nuts. I just want some kind of decent orbit here. I don't really care what it is as long as we have a decent orbit. Okay, so that's a 2-minute burn in like 40 seconds. I'm just gonna point prograde and we're just gonna go. Stop spinning, please. Spin the other way. You know what? I'm just gonna burn. Just point prograde and go. And then we can deploy these panels. And those will be our transfer stage. And then I need to ditch this nose cone. Goodbye, nose cone. Yeah, partially out of fuel orbital event, that's fine. Just keep pushing. The main stage is out of fuel. Into our orbital stage. I'm gonna do this. Hold on. Point it a little bit more. Radial out. Try to keep that AP pushed up a little bit. This is fine. Yeah, lack of stellar exposure, whatever we have crew, it's fine. Not the end of the world. There's the sun. What's up there? Let's roll. Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna hold here. Orbit's a little higher than I'd like, but that's fine. This stage, this has more than enough fuel in it. Like, I'm not worried at all. I'm gonna try to kind of circularize it at a slightly lower AP if I can, but that's fine. Alright, so it's a 10-second burn. This is an orbit. And then we'll leave them here and we'll go do our lander design. I'm just going to flip this around so that it's pointed the right way. Okay, point to maneuver. 5 seconds. 2, 1, go. We have so much Delta V in this stage, not even funny. Definitely way over-engineered it, but that's alright. Okay. 140 by 145. That's actually really good. Archside, welcome on in. How you doing? We're just doing a, we're preparing to do a Duna mission. We have to send up the next part here. Vehicle assembly building. We just need to send up the next piece, and do some R&D, and then we'll be good to go. Alright, first things first, let's do the Ike lander, I guess. So, trip planner, round trip, Urban Ike. All I care about is these numbers right here. I need 800, 1400 DV to get up and down from Ike. I think what I'm going to do is this. I think I'm going to put a small fuel tank here. This will be our ascent stage. It's 2,000 meters per second right there. Hold on. Like 1,900 meters per second. It's a little much. But I want to send a crew of 3 down. Actually, you know what? That's probably fine. Just to do this. It's probably fine. Where are solar arrays? Here we go. We need 2 of those. We need a docking port. We need a little SAS. We do need some science on here too. Now that I think about it, actually. Let's do another cargo bay here, actually. Where's the cargo bay? Why can I never remember where this stuff is? Medium cargo bay. And what we'll do here is we'll do a... in the wrong category. We'll do a science junior. We'll do a small probe core. Oh, Edge in Edge break. My bot didn't notify me. Fine. I do need a sample grabber. How does a sample grabber work? Hold on, I'm gonna put this on the pad really quick. I want to see how the sample grabber functions. Run surface survey. It's backwards. It's backwards. Oh dear. I mean, I still got surface sample, but that's not what I wanted. Alright, revert that. Okay. Flip this around. That's our surface sampler. Mounts exactly the same ways in the trailer. So then I would have to do like this, wouldn't I? That's annoying. I mean, whatever, it is what it is. I'll send a little like mini rover down and get a sample. It's not a big deal. Thing is, I don't want to send a rover down here. I guess I could. We could send a tiny rover down. Hear me out. Instead of doing this, put the panels up here. Whoops. And instead of doing that, what we do instead is a cargo bay. Is there like a plate that I can just put on the bottom of this that isn't a heat shield? Just put one of these on here, right? Yeah. That'll work. Just hear me out here. We design a very tiny rover and just stick it in there. Go grab a surface sample. And we'll do the same thing on the we'll do the same thing on the Duna lander. Little tiny rover that can go grab a surface sample. Because I would like to bring the surface sample back to Kerbin. Because what I'm thinking, instead of doing this, like, yeah, this is going to be a very tall lander now, but come in here with a couple of trusses. So very large. Actually, these might work. Because one of these, it's, what is it? 215 thrust. I'm thinking I throw on 4 Terriers instead for an Ike lander. Kind of like that. And then we can throw on, where's the landing legs? I also need a Communitron on here. Throw on one of those. Because what I'm thinking is basically, if we do that instead, I'm just going to put some tiny fuel tanks on here just to kind of cover this a little bit, because it looks really dumb. Actually, you know what? If I'm going to do that, I don't even need the struts. I'll just do this. Just straight up strap these on here. There we go. Problem is I have to move these up a little bit because they're obstructing the cargo bay. That should be fine, though. Yeah, that's good. Because what I'm thinking, basically, is... Where are the landing legs? I only have these landing legs? I hope these are enough. We can put these down here. I think. Hold on. Is that gonna be okay? That'll be okay, right? Right? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna do a quick test here. We're gonna use the cheat menu, so bear with me. Teleport. I want to be surface of Ike. It's just a very, very quick test flight. Just to check something real fast. And it's basically, if I'm landed on Ike, 1, will these landing legs hold me up? And 2, can I do this without bouncing? 1, stop bouncing, please. Don't fall. No, don't fall over. No. No. Okay. Put the landing legs down. Okay, this is something that I was a little bit worried about. And I don't know why I didn't think about it. Because if I try to open this cargo bay, what's going to happen is... If I bring the rover out, it can't go back in. Yeah. Okay, hold on. I wish I had a way to just take this and just lower it down. I mean, I guess the other option is to do, instead of a lander or a cargo bay here, just straight up put the rover underneath. Which isn't a terrible idea, honestly. If we just put the landing legs like this and get rid of the cargo bay, and we just have a docking port on the bottom, that might not be so bad. Do I have a small docking port, though? I think the only docking port I have is this massive one, which I really didn't want to use for this. But, like, I guess I can. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna save this real quick. Save. Go back to the drawing board. I gotta think about how to do this. We do a rove mate with a giant-ass decoupler on top. Why can I never remember where the decouplers are? I always forget. Here we go. Throw a giant-ass docking port on top. I need tiny wheels. Now, this is a probe core, right? Yeah. Technically a probe core. I'm just trying to think, how do I want to do this? Because I kind of want to put a small engine on here, but I don't have one. The only thing I have is this, which is way too large. Because what I was thinking... Oh, actually, I guess I could use the puffs. Oh, the puffs are so huge still, too. So big. What I was thinking was if I put a couple of puffs here, or even just one puff on the bottom, just to give it a little boost, we could boost it up into the thing, but that won't work. I'm gonna do this instead. Throw a couple of these on here. And then one in the front, one in the back. And then I just need to do a very, very quick test. I'm just gonna slap this on here just to make sure that this actually works. I need to send this to Ike, and in theory, I just want to make sure that if I turn the RCS on, it will actually fly up. It will. Okay, perfect. So yeah, I can control from this clampatron. And yeah, we just, when we're done, we just fly right up. Piece of cake. And we have the added bonus of if we flip. What is this thing controlling from? I don't even know what's going on right now. Please. Stop. Stop rolling. Okay. Turn SAS on. Rover's just gonna fly away. Alright, you know what? Fine, Rover. You just want to fly away. You know what? You can fly away all you want. Okay. I gotta think about this. Hold on. Might actually get rid of these and instead just do a single one of these right underneath. Because that's really realistically all we need is just a single thruster like that. Because now if we send this to Ike, with its stable, RCS on, still not enough. Hmm. Do I even have any traction here? Where am I even controlling from? Hold on a second. Hmm. Actually, wait. They aren't IJKL controls, are they? No. I don't know how to drive. I don't know how to drive rovers. Hold on. I want to try this on Kerbin really quick. I just want to see how it drives. If it doesn't work, I'll figure it out. Okay, it is WASD controls. Okay. Noted. Okay, change of plans. Rover's not going to work. Here's what I'm going to do instead. The cargo bay, I think, is a better idea. But instead of using the cargo bay... Instead of using the cargo bay to house a rover, I'm just going to put the science instruments in it. Which means that the one that I put up here, I'm just going to move it down. So, this is going to come off, this is going to go on. These are going to come down a little bit. Which means our solar panels are going to move to here instead. Now, instead of a docking port here, we're going to do the science pod and an engine mount. That's going to be what we do. And then if I open this, I'm going to slide these up. I can't... I have to change this. Hold on. I need these to be here instead. That way they don't obstruct the ladder. That can go there. The landing legs now actually going to move down here again. And now what we'll do here instead is Science Junior on top, Probe Core underneath, and then Surface Sampler, which needs to go this way. Right? So now if I put this on the pad, put the landing legs up, now if we sample the surface, it should work, right? In theory, right? Did we get it? We did get it, and we got 5 extra science for it, so it works. I'm gonna try to clip these up just a little bit more, though. Bring this a little bit closer to the ground. And then I just want to do a quick test on Ike and make sure that it functions. For Duna, we're basically going to use the same lander, except we're going to add a little bit more fuel to it. And then probably change up how these engines work, because I would like the landing legs to be a little bit stronger. Like, this will probably end up on an actual lander stage instead. But yeah, I want to move these up just a little. That. And let me send it back to Ike. Just make sure that it functions. Hey, yeah, out of communication range, that's fine. Turn the engines on just to bring this thing down carefully. So we are on a hill, and I don't really want to slide. Okay. So if I run the surface survey, it should function. Right? Environment sample, volcanic fields. Yes, it works. Okay. We're good. So that's going to be our Ike lander. It's got more than enough fuel. I'm not worried. We just need to add a little bit of RCS to it, and we're good. So before I do anything, center of mass is right here. So we just need a couple of these, a couple of these. Put those in. Okay. And then last but not least, a little bit of monoprop and some batteries. Which is here. I'm just going to clip kind of forward these into the Science Junior. We'll throw some batteries in there, and then I think we're good. Should be fine. Clip in like 2 batteries. I think that's good enough. There we go. That should be fine, right? For an Ike lander. And then we need a docking port on top. Docking ports. I can never remember where it is. Where is it? Docking port on top. Okay, that should be fine. 2200 Delta V, more than enough to get on and off of Ike. I'm not worried about that. Right? Do I want to send this over to Ike, actually? You know what? Let me do a quick test launch off of... I don't need to. No, this should be fine. We know we have this. This has more than enough Delta V. Parts manager. Not parts manager. Ike vacuum. 2242. Urban Ike round trip. We just need 400, 800, 300, 1100. Yeah, we got more than enough. This is fine. Okay, so I'm gonna save that. That's Ike lander. Yeah, overwrite the Ike lander. Okay, so that's our Ike lander. So that's good to go. That's gonna go up with the Duna lander. Now the Duna lander, this is where things are gonna get a little weird. Curb into Duna, round trip. So Duna entry, or no, Duna surface. We need 1450 to get down, 1450 to get up. So that's 2900 plus another 400 to get into orbit. We're looking at like 3600 Delta V. You have 22. So for this stage, what I'm going to do... We don't need much. We only need what's it. We only need to worry about getting up. Getting down is mostly easy. We're going to use a lander stage for that, which is going to be up on top of this. It's going to be a stage, kind of like a sky crane. We're going to drop down. Sky crane's going to fire, slow us down, and then we'll ditch it, and we'll use the engines to do a powered landing and then go back up. This one we're going to have to do a test, though. We are going to have to do a test flight. So we'll test it out and see how it functions. Actually, now that I think about it, I might just use the descent stage and put it down here, and we'll ditch the descent stage on the way down. Let's do this. Let's grab a decoupler here. What is that attaching to? So obviously this is an engine mount. Hold on, I'm gonna do this. Can I not adjust the... You know what? That's fine. Make it as short as possible. Whatever, not the end of the world. Because what I'm thinking is we just need a small descent stage to get us down. What's my delta V on Duna? Duna atmosphere. Delta V, or thrust weight of 4. It's way powerful, so that's more than enough power to get us landed. So for a descent stage, I think we just go with a small one of these with a poodle attached to it, and that should be fine. We do need it. Actually, we do need a heat shield. You know what? I'm going to change this up. I think I'm going to duplicate that upper stage. We're going to just do it with a slightly smaller fuel tank setup here. So basically, instead of the giant tanks, I'm just going to use a small tank with 4 poodles on top. Trying to think, how am I going to do this? Because we need a heat shield to properly descend onto Duna without blowing up our engines. This is the one time I really wish robotics was in this game. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter because this is... Yeah, you know what? I can take this off. I can't take this off. I can't take this off because it's the mount that we're using for the engine. Okay, we're gonna have to cheat a little bit. It's gonna look a little weird, but you're gonna have to bear with me here. I'm gonna have to throw a heat shield like that. No, I have to remove these. To remove those, so I can remove this, but then to remove that, I have to put the heat shield in, and then reopen the cargo bay and move these instruments onto the heat shield. But I can't move them onto the heat shield because of the way the shield works. Okay. Can I do this? Can I take this and put this on like that? I can. So we'll do this. We'll put 2 batteries in like that. Put the surface sample thing here. That's on correct, right? I don't even know. I can never remember which way it goes on. I'm just gonna put that there for now. Heat shield like that. Oh God, I broke it. Wait. What is going on here? There we go. Cargo bay closed. Okay. There we go. Stick the landing legs back on. Of course, now they're upside down, but that's fine. Just fix it. Okay. That's our heat shield. Then we have our descent stage that is going to be solely for just dropping us down into the atmosphere. We're going to use the heat shield, hopefully, to slow us down enough. And then we'll have to probably fire these engines. I don't know. I'm tempted to just leave the heat shield on here anyway. And just use the engines for powered descent. Which I might just do, just to do it. Sorry, we're gonna kind of double dip on this because it's for some context and why I'm kind of being so cautious here. I haven't gone to Duna in years. I haven't done a Duna mission in forever. So I'm trying to not only double dip and do Duna, Ike, and the Monument mission all at once, but I'm trying to do it in a way that makes sense. So I just want to see with this stage as a descent stage, I want to see if it's enough to get us to land without needing to stage it. If it is, I'll ditch the heat shield. So let's do a very quick test flight. So we want to be on orbit of Duna. And we'll go at roughly 80 by 80. That should be fine. So in theory, when we do the landing, we're gonna come down. Try to not bring this down too steep. But in theory, we're gonna come down kind of like this. Yeah, there's no parachutes on it. Don't worry about it right now. It's literally just to see if I can do this powered or not. Which, now that I'm thinking about it, these are going to need to go. These solar panels here. Because they are not retractable. Unless you guys get to hear the Duna music. Yeah, Tim here is doing a little test flight, so that's fine. So if we come in, I just want to make sure that these engines aren't going to blow off. If they're not going to blow off, we'll use them as a for powered descent. I'll throw some drogue chutes on here and be good. Are we using any ablator? We used a little bit. We're 20 kilometers up. I'm gonna turn the engines on. Just turn that off. Okay, so yeah, we can come in perfectly steep then with these engines on this. So we don't need the heat shield on this upper stage at all, which is good. Actually, you know what? With this stage, we might even be able to just straight up do a stage. Hello? Okay, we might be able to do a powered landing, but my other engines didn't activate. That's weird. Probably put them on an action group just to make sure that they turn on. We'll have the chutes, so I'm not worried. We could, in theory, then just straight up do a powered landing, which is nice. I'm gonna leave the heat shield on there just in case, because I already messed this all up to get that attached. I need to slide in just a little bit. Actually, you know what? I attached this backwards, didn't I? It needs to be this. Yeah, that's what it was. It needs to be like that. I'm just gonna do another quick test just to make sure that that's on correctly. On. Yeah, that's on good now. Okay. We're good. Alright, we'll action group those once it's all assembled to the actual main craft. Now, I have to think this through. So, Duna Lander is first. So, let's do this. Let's do radial mount parachutes like we did before. I'm gonna do 4 of them for symmetry. I'm gonna obstruct the windows a little bit, but that's fine. We'll do 4 radial mount drogue chutes. Drogues will go off first, then the main chutes. Now these go down here. Down here. Okay. And yeah, this will be our descent deorbit stage. And then we'll use the parachutes in the upper stage to land. These have to go away because I need retractable panels. So I'm actually going to do... Which one is it? I want the 1x6 or the 3x... Let's do the 3x2s. We'll do a set of 3x2s. I will throw on some auxiliary solar panels down here anyway, because those will burn up, that's fine. They go away, whatever. Actually, no, you know what? Wait, these are retractable. Hold on. Oh my god, those are huge, though. Never mind. Yeah, 2x3 it is. We'll just throw on a couple of these. Just for a little bit of power. Maybe we will just double dip and try to send the crewed lander down to the monument. But I really want to send the rover down because I want to leave a marker at it. Enotron goes there. That's debris. We have parachutes, we have docking port. We are good to go, I think. I don't need this. Yeah, this will all go in a fairing, so that's fine. The hard part is going to be getting this to orbit Duna. Now that I'm looking at the time and it's getting late, I don't know if I'm going to have time to do the mission. Sorry, I had a message I had to respond to because my family doesn't understand that I have things to do and I can't be hearing them every 5 seconds. I have batteries in here, we're good. Solar panels, we're good. I am going to throw some non-retractable solar panels on here. The more I sit here and I think about it, the more I'm like, yeah, you know, probably should. I extend these. They're still kind of in the way. I'll throw them here. Yeah, we'll ditch them on the way back. It's not a big deal. Just for insurance, just in case we need the power and these ones aren't working. I'm gonna delete those. Okay, so that's perfectly fine for a Duna lander. It's more than enough power. I'm not worried at all. Really wish I could put the copula on here, but we don't need it. Okay, I'm gonna save this. This is gonna be the Duna lander. Okay. One more thing we gotta do. We gotta go and build a rover real quick. Doesn't need to be a big fancy rover, it just needs to be a functional rover. So I'm gonna use a... I don't want to use a rove mate. I'd like to build like a nice... Okay, you know what? It's gonna be empty, but I'm gonna use a cockpit. And you'll see why in a second here. But to do this the right way, I want to make sure that I'm actually... doing it the right way. Do I have a good probe core to put in here? Not really. Love how it shows me there's an attachment node there, but I can't attach things to it. I mean, I guess I could just do this. I didn't really want to do that, but I guess I can just do that. Actually, wait, you know what? Do this. And I'll actually turn it around. Do that. And then we'll throw on a nice big battery in here. Because maybe in the future we'll do a crewed mission to the Actually, do I want to do this? Hold on. I could put a couple of wings on here and that is not on correctly. I could put a couple of wings on here and try to make a powered glider that goes down to the Duna monument. The more I sit here and I think about this, though, the more I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should just send the Duna lander down to the monument instead. I think I might just do that. Mostly because I don't have a lot of time today. This was the Duna lander, right? Yeah, this was the core stage for the lander. Okay. That's already in space, so what we need to do is we need the Duna lander and we need the Ike landers. The Ike lander fires second, so that's gonna go up last here. Okay. I need the Duna lander. Now, basically, what's going to happen is it's going to go up kind of like this. So this is going to attach to the main stage of the rocket. What I'm actually going to do here is I'm going to put on a decoupler. I already have a decoupler. Is there anything on the bottom of this? Oh, I see what I did. Never mind. This actually can go away. And we put in a docking port. Actually, wait, no, I do need that. Never mind. I do need this. We're gonna put a docking port right here. With a decoupler right there. So this is gonna decouple, and then it's gonna be that docking port, and then we'll dock the vessel to the actual ship. So that's our Ike lander. We have our Duna lander that's gonna go down. We're gonna do the survey at the monument, plant a flag, all that stuff, come back up. Yeah, they'll come back, rendezvous with the mothership, go to Ike, land on Ike, go back, return to Kerbin. We just need a transfer stage to get this thing up into orbit. And I think to do that, what we're gonna do is one of these with a poodle. I don't know which engine this is. Okay, it's that engine. So this stage by itself has 1,000 meters per second in it. And that's in a vacuum. So thrust to weight, 0.3. That's really low. I'm gonna change this up. I'm gonna use 4 swivels. Here we go. Squeeze 4 swivels into that. Alright, perfect. In hindsight, I probably should have done a lot of this development earlier, but it's fine. I feel like building the rockets is half the fun, you know? Alright, so that stage in and of itself now has a thrust to weight of 1.2 with slightly lower delta V, which is fine. Now we need the actual launch stage, which is going to be, I think, that with a mainsail. Should be fine. Actually, wait, one more thing I need in here. Almost forgot the fairing. Which one's the fairing? This is the fairing. How could I forget this ugly nightmare? This is gonna be the goofiest Duna rocket ever. But it's fine, it's beautiful. Look at this. It's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful little ship. Perfect. Excellent. Okay. So over here we go mainsail. That is 5,000 delta V, which doesn't include the stuff from the lander, so that's fine. I'm gonna do 2 solid boosters, and I think that's gonna be enough. Actually, we'll just do 4. Because why not? 4 SRBs. Long term, I would like to design a lander or a lifter that's just kind of multi-purpose that I can just slap onto any craft and just get it into orbit. But that's going to be a project for another day because I do not have the parts for that right now. Okay, let's drop this on. Fix our staging and make sure we're good, and then we just need to do some action groups, and then we're ready to go. So boosters fire, mainsail fires. Boosters separate. Then we have stage. And this is the fairing, right? That's the fairing. I don't want the fairing to go just yet. I want to activate these engines first. Then at that point, we'll stage the fairing. And then there's a decoupler in there somewhere. I need to see if I can find it. Not that one. This one. I'm going to put this on its own stage for the moment. And there's one last thing I need to do, and that's I need to... Well, a couple last things I need to do. I need a... Can I not... Oh, because it's the... No, I should be able to attach... Alright, you know what? Fine, I'll attach it here. Fine. I don't care. I just need a probe on here. That's it. There we go. I need a probe on that stage somewhere so that we can deorbit it when we're done. Which, speaking of, we also need to throw on a couple of batteries, a couple of solar arrays. Actually, we'll do 4 solar arrays just for good measure. This does not need RCS. Its sole purpose is just to get us a rendezvous, and then we're going to use RCS in the actual landers to do the rendezvous. And yeah, I think we're going to end up doing a powered capture around Duna. I think that's just the best thing to do here. Okay. Action groups. So here's what we're going to do once this loads. Action groups, I want... Whoops. Oh, we're going to space. Bye, guys. It was not the imposter. I hate to see it. I'm trying to remember how to do this. I haven't done action groups in KSP2, so I don't know what I'm doing. Not that one. Which engine is it? It's these. Toggle. 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 Hello? Toggle. Okay, so those 4 engines... Just like trying to get stuff here. Those 4 engines toggle on 1. Okay, that's good. I have a question. It's bothering me. I have an answer watching you. Also, hi watching you. How's it going? Yeah, by all means, I can try to answer it. I can't promise I'll be able to answer it, but I can try. I need these engines. These. Yes. I need these engines on Action Group 2. Just in case. And then I'm going to throw the parachutes for the Duna stage on 3 and 4 just in case of emergency. Where... It'd be in utility, right? Yeah, so we'll do the Mark 16s. These are the drogues. I mean, I guess I can just deploy them on the fly on the descent. We'll figure it out. We'll worry about it when we get up there. I'm gonna save this as Duna Ike Lander. And let's launch it. But before we do launch it, I have one more thing I need to do, and that is... I need to take the crew out. Yeah, no, get out of the pod. Alright, let's go. Do crabs think fish fly? I don't think so. I don't think they do. Possible. But I don't think so. Alright. Our target ship is over here. Is that target? I think we just launch and see what we get for a rendezvous window later. So, let's go. But watching, I hope you're doing well. Jasmine, I hope you're doing well as well. Let's do this launch. Oh, beautiful, beautiful launch. Should go much better than the other one, that's for sure. Yeah, my hope is that I can get this done in like an hour. Hopefully we can. So I don't have a lot of time. We'll see how it goes. How's streaming going? It's going good. It's been a lot of R&D. A lot of just trying to make sure that the ship's gonna work. And now we're in the actual mission part. Yeah, it's been going good. Of course, everyone on the YouTube stream has no patience. I think they all left. It's fine. I don't care. R&D is an important part of shipbuilding in KSP. We're about to lose our boosters. Boosters are gone. I didn't put Separatrons on them, so hopefully they don't blow up. They didn't. Good. Still have okay Delta V. It's not great, but it is what it is. AP of 50. Just trying to be extra cautious here. I hit the buttons to take experiment data, but I don't know why I even bother, because it's all the same old stuff. Tampon or sperm? I mean, you're not wrong. It does. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's better than another lifter that I saw someone build the other day. It looked like a butt plug. It was beautiful. Engines, hello? Did they not activate? Why are you not? Oh, you're occluded. Really? You mean occluded? Activate. No occlusion. Alright, we can ditch the fairing now. We don't need that anymore. And then I'm gonna turn this way. We'll deploy the panels. And off we go. Get this thing up into orbit. Yeah, it's my two landers. So for people who are just joining us, basically we have a Ike lander, a slightly modified Ike lander to go to Duna, and then this is our transfer stage to get up into orbit. So we're gonna bring this all up. We're gonna rendezvous with this craft over here, which is our main vehicle with our crew on it. I need to actually turn this off. We're gonna make a maneuver plan and try to... actually, now that I'm looking at this, I didn't plan this right. Might need to revert. So I didn't plan correctly, and I do not have enough Delta V unless I use some from the landers, and I really don't want to do that. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna shut down 2 engines. Hopefully that gives us enough. I don't think I have enough, but it's okay. Because I really don't want to activate these upper stages if I don't have to. But it looks like I'm gonna have to, which is fine. We don't need that much fuel in this lower stage, so we'll just switch to control for this from this pod and use the fuel in this stage. End of the world. A little inconvenient, but it's fine. If that's the case, I'm gonna actually activate these panels. Delete that maneuver node, we don't need it anymore. Okay, we have flame out. I'll turn these engines on manually. I gotta do this quick. This is garbage. Control from here. Flip it around. Lack of stellar exposure, it's fine, we'll adjust. Off we go. This is literally just a descent stage, so if I burn some fuel here, it's not the end of the world. I'm gonna actually pull this up a tiny bit so we can get a little bit more altitude. Maybe this transfer stage isn't going to be very useful after all. Transfer stage might actually just be my get in orbit stage. Which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Oh, we're out of fuel. Are we draining fuel from somewhere we shouldn't be? What's my orbit look like right now? I have an orbit, right? No. I do not. But that's okay. I have time to look at this and make sure. Resource manager. Are we draining fuel where we shouldn't be? No. I think we're good. I'm gonna disable crossfeed on this just to be safe. Yeah, we are out of fuel in this stage, which really sucks. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna ditch this. No, I can't ditch it because it's yeah, I can. I'm gonna ditch this. We have another heat shield there, it's not the end of the world. Let's activate the engines on the lander can over here for Ike. Control from here. And we'll plan for a rendezvous this way, I guess. Which I'm gonna actually bring this a little lower. Just do it this way. The Ike lander has way more fuel than it needs, so using a little bit to rendezvous isn't the end of the world. So that'll fall back down to Kerbin. And we'll just use this to dock. Which is fine. Alright, 30 seconds to our adjustment. Still have my retractable solar panels out, so we're good. Oops. I think we're good, right? It's good enough. No, we're not up yet. Bring it to like 80. Should be fine. Alright, we just gotta go around for a little while and wait until we get a rendezvous here. This will just take a minute. Actually, will we get a... Yeah, we'll get a rendezvous eventually. Almost there. Probably like 2 more orbits, and then I think we'll be good. Just gonna take a minute to do this. Okay, can I make an adjustment here just to get this to be a little bit quicker? Like I'm time warping. Why can't I click on this? You know what? I'll make a new one. I hate the maneuver node system in this game. I really, really do. I don't understand why can't I click on the button? We're never gonna get a rendezvous with this, right? So I have to make some adjustments. Make it. Can I click here? Can I, please? No. You know what? You know what? Fine. Hold on. There's no crew on it, so like whatever. I'll just do this. Space Center. I want to do Duna Eiklander. Control. I make a maneuver. I still can't. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna restart the game. Go to main menu. Save and exit. I'm gonna try loading from the main menu, and if it doesn't work, then I'll restart the game. Ad break is starting shortly. Now the bot notifies. Which, if there is an ad break, I'm gonna... Well, there is an ad break, but I'm gonna take a short break just to get up once we get this sorted. So we're controlling from the Eiklander, which is the one without the parachutes. This one. Can I make a maneuver node now? Will you let me, game, or do I need to restart? Okay, now we're good. For some reason, I couldn't make a maneuver node. I don't know why. Oh, there's the ad break. Okay, it's fine. I'm gonna get this maneuver node sorted and then take a short break. I'm just trying to think how I'm gonna do this. I guess if I do a maneuver here. It's just so much fine-tuning just to barely get a rendezvous. Gotta run this around a little bit. Try to get the A and B a little bit closer. I think I got these things in like a perfect orbit. I should have just launched at a different time. Like in hindsight, should have just time warped a little while, but it's fine. Okay. I gotta make an adjustment here. Let's go to periapsis and... Which one is it? It's this one. Let's do this. Very, very small. Burn here. Oh, you know what part of the problem is too? My inclination's not matched. So let's do this. Create a maneuver. Let's get the inclination taken care of. Maybe I won't take a break. Going the wrong way. I need to burn the other way. Four, 1, 3. So if I burn here, can I just cheese it a little bit? Yes. To do that, that gets me a close encounter at 15,000, which I can fine tune. I'll just do that. I don't have all day to do this mission, so if I have to burn a little bit of extra fuel, I'll just do it whenever. Not like I'm that worried about it. We have so much fuel at this point. Not gonna be a big deal. Seconds. Sorry about the ad breaks, by the way. If you're on Twitch and you're getting them, I feel bad, but it gets rid of pre-roll and helps for new people that are coming in. I'm going the wrong way. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna deorbit this. There's no one on here anyway, so I'm just gonna let this go down. I'm gonna get a new one. Kraken's attacking anyway, so maybe it's for the best. Actually, I guess the Kraken didn't really attack. I just pointed the way it was supposed to. Yeah, let's go to the VAB. I want to make some adjustments to this launch stage. So let's do this. Duna Icelander. Instead of these solid boosters, I'm gonna do fuel, liquid fuel boosters. Hello? Hey, you know what? Fine. Do them one at a time. We'll do like this. Four of those. 4 mainsails. Fuel lines. There we go. And then for aerodynamics, I'll throw on the cargo bay cone. That should perform a little bit better. Okay, so those decouplers fire. 5 engines, decouplers. What is this decoupler? That decoupler, then those engines. Okay. This should perform significantly better. Hopefully. And we'll actually do the launch correctly this time. And time warp to where I'm supposed to. Yeah, default name 5 on crashing trajectory, that's fine. Duna main ship. Set target. I'm gonna wait for it to come around this time. Now we'll do the actual launch. Kraken attack. Hold on. Hold on. Don't worry about it. Yeah, this Duna mission, I don't know if I'm gonna have time to do the Duna mission today. This rate. Struts. I need 4 of you, please. We don't need no Kraken strikes today. It's not a good thing. Alright. Try again. Yeah, save, that's fine. Launch. It's time with feeling. Main target. Just gotta wait for it to line up. Okay. Now we can try the launch. Hello? Hello? Game? There we go. That's weird. Oh, you know what? Also, we're not controlling from the right point again. Don't spin. Don't do that to me. I'm just trying to get this under control. Okay. Rocket engines are very loud, so I do apologize. Here, real quick, I'm gonna throttle down a little bit. Can we see our target from here? No. I kind of miss the days of KSP1 where you could look up and you could see the target flying by. It's still a little too far back, but that's okay. This is my target, right? Yes. Throttle back up. AP of 35. It's a little lower than I'd like, but it's okay. About to do our booster cutoff. Actually gonna bring the AP up here, I think, a little bit higher than our target ship, because it needs to catch up to us. Okay, we have booster separation. We can ditch the fairing now too. We're high enough up that we don't need it anymore. So, ditch that. It's fine. Little bump never hurt. We still have 1,500 meters per second, so this is much better than the other launch that we had. Where are we right now? Dude, 83? Okay, I can put the panels out then. We're good. Panels are out. So we're gonna coast up to AP here. Find it. My mouse is doing weird things right now. Oh yeah, we got a real close encounter here. This is actually perfect. Point to maneuver node. We use a little bit of fuel here for gimbal. And we actually have more fuel than we need, so we'll use the upper stage here to just barely get up into suborbital flight, and then we'll use the transfer stage to do the rest of it. And just to double check, we are controlling from here, right? Yes. We have Valentina snuck on board. So we're going to have to send up another mission to go grab Valentina because she snuck on. She really wants to go to Duna. Unfortunately, there is not enough room in the ship for you, Valentina. You're going to have to go home. But you know what? Having a crew on here isn't the end of the world. probably should have put another pod on here for good measure, but that's okay. We'll send one up and go pick her up. I didn't bring back enough. I didn't bring enough seats up for her. Maybe I should have only sent 2 Kerbals up and sent the 3rd one up with this mission. Oh well. Minute 30-second burns is quite a bit. Luckily, though, this stage is more than enough to do it, so... 3 seconds. 2. 1. Bubble up. So we'll use this stage to get us most of the way, and then we'll use the final stage to do the final maneuvers. And then we're gonna have to send up another pod to go pick up Valentina, which sucks. But it's fine. She snuck on board, nothing I can do about it. Okay. Area abscess of 12. I'm gonna use a little bit more fuel here. It's up to like 30. Okay. Stage. Alright, we have the issue of these engines are occluded. I'm gonna activate 2 of them for now. You don't actually need all 4. And then we have a close encounter here of 37. Let's see how close we can get this. Actually looking like an encounter over here is more likely. Yeah. Okay. So let's do a small adjustment burn over here. You know what? 3 kilometers, I can just make it work, and we'll just probably end up doing a night landing. Or a night rendezvous, not the end of the world. Let's warp here. We'll just do this at 3 kilometers, it's fine. Yeah, we're gonna have to send up another pod to go pick up Valentina. So, it's fine. What we'll do is we'll strip the Duna pod off, and we'll send that up by itself. Okay, we gotta go anti-target. Kind of quickly, please. Give it a little kick with the RCS. We want target relative. It's retrograde. Not anti-target. I just want to get this done. Alright, slow this thing down. Okay, we are going the same speed as the target. So now we point to the target 5 kilometers away, which is fine. Just give it a little bit of thrust, and then we have a nice rendezvous over here at 9 kilometers. We'll get that closer, though. $2,000, 1,000, 500 meters, 300, 200. We have enough fuel in this stage. I'm not super worried about it, so we can just be quite aggressive. Be fine. Yeah, we're gonna have to send up a pod to go pick up Valentina, which is really annoying, but it is what it is. Is there unfortunately enough room on the ship for all 4 of these guys? Well, there might be, because I don't remember if I put a parachute on the main pod. What I'll probably what I could probably do is send all 4 of them. Hello? There we go. What I could probably do is send all 4 of them and then just have them bring the lander back. Duna lander. Wouldn't be the end of the world. Okay. So I'm going to point to target here. We're going to use the engines to get a tiny bit closer, and then I'm going to ditch the stage and we're going to go entirely on monoprop. So let's extend these. Start getting a little closer here. That's an encounter at 60 meters, 30 meters, 20 meters. It's fine. Alright. Decouple. Switch to this. Point it retrograde. I didn't put SAS on this. That's a problem. Okay, here's what we're going to have to do. I'm going to turn off one of these engines. I'm going to thrust limit this one. We're just going to turn it on and just ever so slightly give it a little nudge. And then I need to move these out of the way. Reactivate this engine. Again, point retro. Just going to throttle up. We'll use the gimbal of the engines to deorbit this thing. There we go. Okay. So we're going to control from here. That'll flip around. Can I see? Yes, I can. Set as target. Okay, RCS on. Turn the SAS off too. Actually, I need to bring this in closer to our target here. Okay, we're coming in at 2 meters per second relative to the docking port on the front there. Let's go target. Slow this down a little bit. Trying to be kind of careful here because I don't want to come in too quick. And this vessel, we set this as target. What a beautiful little dance. Look at that. Just sucks that I have to send another ship up here to go get Valentina because she just decided to sneak on board. Uh-oh. Okay, we kissed it a little bit. That's fine. And the RCS on. Control from here, please. Trying to use the RCS that's in this stage specifically to do the run. Oh, there we go. We're docked. Cool. It actually went way better than I thought. Okay. Quick save. We need to send a ship up to get Valentina. I do not have a choice. She needs to go home. Because the only other option that I have would be to send the Duna lander up. Oh, but I didn't even put a decoupler here, so I can't send the Duna lander up because we'd have to land the whole thing. So what we're gonna have to do is we'll have to send the Duna lander up. We would have to dock it with the return ship. Then the return ship would have to go back and land both capsules and the Duna ascent ship, and it just won't work. So let's get another ship up here and go grab Valentina. Luckily, we can just kind of repurpose the ascent vehicle, I think. Now that I'm thinking about this, I think we just repurpose the ascent vehicle. The Duna's this ship, right? Yeah, it's the ship. I think we just repurpose this. It was this one, right? Yeah, we just repurpose this. We'll send this up with a crew of 1 just to go pick up Valentina, bring her home. Should be fine. We don't need to get super close. We just need to get close enough to grab Valentina, EVA her, and send her home. So, into the world. I'm gonna wait a little bit. We'll do a nice night launch here. And again, we're supposed to be doing a Duna mission, but Valentina decided she wanted to sneak on board my ship, so gotta go pick her up. Really annoying that she snuck on board. I'm actually upset that I didn't check. Could have just gone to Duna, it would have been done. Great. You know what, though? On the bright side, this is going to be a nice test of the return vehicle. It's the one good thing that's going to come out of this whole deal is that we get to test the return ship and make sure that it actually works. Fast forward this just a little bit. Ditch the boosters, please. Thank you. 38-kilometer AP. 50 kilometers. $60. Okay, we have stage separation. Just gonna time warp a little bit and try to kind of speed through this. Because it's basically just me saving a mistake that I made. It's literally it. What kind of encounter are we gonna get, though? That's it. It's pretty close, actually. That's not bad. So, we do a maneuver over here. Circularize. What are we looking at in terms of rendezvous? That's actually, that's pretty good. I'll take it. Okay. Point to maneuver. Take the RCS on a little bit. We'll also deploy our extended panel, or our panels here. We'll just deploy them all, because it doesn't matter. Okay. So 1 minute burn. We have more than enough fuel in this stage, so we're actually going to ditch this lower stage before we circularize. $20 seconds. 10 seconds. 5. Oh. We're just gonna watch this and make sure I don't screw it up. Like that. Alright, it's fine. Let me point retro a little bit. I just want to make sure that the stage down here deorbits, because we don't need it. And I didn't put a probe core on it. Oh, we're out of fuel anyway. Hold on. You know what? Forget it. I'll just destroy it. Whatever. Not the end of the world. How close can we get this? It's an encounter at 3, 2, 1. Okay. Whoop. Done. Like that retro. We have a rendezvous over here. We'll just take it. Good enough. We'll thrust limit and we'll make the rendezvous over there. I could do it here too in the daytime, but we'll just do it at night. It's not a big deal. Okay. Relative to target, we're going 80 meters per second. Wait for it to point where it needs to go. I'm gonna warp to... You know what? Fine, I'm not gonna warp to there. I'll just do it manually. We'll just eyeball it. Give myself permission to cheat. Yeah, I would cheat, by the way, Link. I totally would cheat, but the problem is I don't have a ship to land her down, so I have to send one up anyway. So it's not the end of the world. We'll send this ship up. We'll go pick her up and bring her home. Whatever. It is what it is. There's our ship. Okay. Point to target, and we're just gonna go. We're just gonna go for it. And that gives us a rendezvous at 700 meters. I'd like to get a little closer. 118, that's pretty good. Yeah, we'll go get her, we'll bring her home real quick, and then we get to go to Duna. Finally. 6:30, I don't have a lot of time, so hopefully we can make this mission work quick. I got about 30 minutes to get to Duna. Where? Okay, I didn't miss the rendezvous. I'm like, where's my target? Why can't I see it? Oh, we didn't miss it. We're good. Just gonna slow down here now. Can't see where the target is. But it's fine. We'll point to it. And, oh, there it is. Right there. Okay, I'm gonna quick save. And we'll switch craft here. Let's just go get Valentina. Where is she? Val, I'm sorry. You're not allowed. EVA is disabled due to an obstacle. You're really gonna do this to me right now, game. I can't EVA her because there's something in the way of the capsule, which means we can't EVA when we land. That's a problem. Okay, here's what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to get a little creative here. Where is it? Here it is. Kerbal manager. You guys are gonna go in the landers for the moment. Val, you're gonna go here. And where is she? There she is. EVA. Okay. Off we go. It's a very, very short flight over to our return ship. If I can't get a crew sample, I can't get a crew sample. Whatever. It's not the end of the world. I'm just a little upset that I didn't notice it. Because the pods don't look obstructed. But if they're obstructed, they're obstructed. Okay. Hello? Oh, because I'm pointed toward the target. Like, why can't I? Oh, we gotta... Why you know... Point retrograde like I'm asking you to? Whatever. Oh, because they're relative to target, that's why. That would be why. Yeah, we'll just get these two home real quick, and then we'll do our Duna mission. Which, if we can't get out and get a crew sample, whatever, I'll deal with it. Just get these two home. Just mildly infuriating that I had to send up another ship to go pick them up. But it's fine, it is what it is. Alright, I'll bring them down, like, over here somewhere. That's good enough. Good enough. And then we do not need this lower stage anymore, so I'm gonna actually do this. New stage. Hello? Stage, please. Thank you. Alright, that all stage, which I wasn't really wanting, but it's okay. Chutes are not armed, that's fine. I'll manually arm them if I need to when we get down there. Shouldn't be a big deal. Yeah, we'll just bring these two home and then we'll do our mission, our Duna trip. Watching them bobble around in there, it's funny. Look at them go. Look how happy they are. There's our re-entry heating. Chutes are out. Okay, I don't have to manually deploy them, that's good. Alright. Let's get these two down, and then we get to go to Duna finally. After all this time. Rogues are out. I guess, too, we can get a nice sample of the islands here if I never did before. Get a little bit extra science while we're at it. These drogues are useless, but I'm gonna leave them. No reason for me not to. Alright, there we go. Nice touchdown on the hill. Please stop rolling. No, no, don't roll down the hill. No. Recover vessel. Okay. Now we go do the Duna mission. Before we do that, though, vessels. It would be default name 20, which is the junk, right? Does it have a probe core on it? Oh, it's out of fuel. Hold on. I'm just going to cheat really quick. Just because I don't want to deal with destroying it, I'm just going to... Because it bugged out a little bit. So I'm just going to quickly deorbit this. Which one of these has the probe core on it? Doesn't even matter because I can't. No control here. Good enough. Just to make sure that that deorbits correctly, I didn't want to leave it up there. We're good. So that'll deorbit, and then we switch to this. Control. Okay. Control from here. And extend our antenna. Or we can't because it just won't extend for some reason. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna save. Save game. Save. Let me just go back to main menu and then load back into the game just because things are apparently bugging out a little bit. Try this now. Okay. Munitron, please extend. Thank you. I don't know why. Every once in a while, you just have to go back to the main menu. Kind of annoying. Alright, just to make sure. These are the engines that are active, right? No. Which... Wait, these engines? These should not be active. Hold on. No, they're not active, I think. We're good. We're good. We're fine. We need you to be active. And you to be active. Okay. Now we actually do the Duna mission. Set target. Can I get a rendezvous? Just no effort, just go now. So if I can do this without waiting, that would be ideal. It's just really hard to see. Hold on. Oh yeah, we can totally do this. Hello? I don't want to make a mid-course correction if I don't have to, so ideally if I can drag this a little bit and try to fine-tune it, that'd be the dream. But I think this is about as close as we're gonna get, so we're gonna have to make a small mid-course correction, which is fine. These maneuver nodes are so awkward to click on. Please, just let me drag it again. Why? Let's just take this. We'll do a mid-course correction. Should be fine. SAS on. Into maneuver node. Get a little kick with the RCS. That's a 5-minute burn almost. Feels really high. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough fuel for this, honestly, in this lower stage here. Because the whole purpose is this stage needs to get me to Duna. If we can do that, we're good. But we'll see. Hopefully it works. Otherwise, we're gonna have a bad time. Alright, start burn in 30 seconds. 20. 10. Here we go. Hello? These engines aren't on. They're supposed to be on. They turned themselves off again because of course they did. Here we go. Why? Why are we like this? Which tank is it? I know there's got to be more fuel here. No, it's empty. How is it empty? I can use that much fuel. Whatever. Ditch it. Transfer stage it is. Oh, it doesn't even matter because we're just deorbiting. You know what? Fine. Why? How did I mess this up? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna ditch the stage now. And just use this stage. Because I'm not really sure what happened. I just want to see what happens if I burn here. This is a 10-minute burn. That seems really high. There's no way. No way that's a 10-minute burn. Yeah, something's up here. Something's up with this. And I don't know what it is. And I don't really have a lot of time to figure it out, so I might have to do this to our next stream. Because for whatever reason, when I burn... I just want to look at this here really quickly. If I burn prograde... right now... Control from here. I just straight up burn with these 5 engines. This might have to be a kind of thing where I fix the ship and then figure it out from there. Because something seems to be broken. If I just... No, I just burn. It's fine. It's just something's up with the maneuver that's just bringing me down for no reason. I'm just gonna burn prograde and see what happens. So I'm curious now. If I just... See, because we're going down now. Why? Is it because of the time warp? This might be a project that I do tomorrow, the Duna mission, because I didn't expect weird quirks like this to be happening. So what I might end up doing is I might take this and relaunch it and just do some debugging and see what's going on. Because we shouldn't be having issues. I don't know where this thing is flipping to. Oh, it's going over here. Okay, why are we going... Is that right? No. Yeah, why are we going... Why are we pointing that way? Something's definitely up with this maneuver node, and I don't know what it is. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna point retrograde, because that's totally where we need to go. No, it's not. Oh. Hello? Hello? Ship? Can we... Oh, I'm time warping, that's why I won't move. I don't know why it's pointing retrograde, that's not normal. What a weird, quirky game. I really want to do a Duna trip, but I might have to wait. Whatever, let's do this burn and see how it goes. If it causes problems again, I'm just gonna do it later. AP's going up this time. Yeah, so if I time warp, my AP just starts going down for no reason. It's dumb. Yeah, like my delta V is going up as we lose the fuel here, and then it just decides, you know what, I'm gonna deorbit myself because why not? Ditch this now. I already have that experiment. So it's such a long burn and I can't time warp. Because the game just doesn't know how to handle it. And I don't wanna sit here for 10 minutes and warp. I really don't. have the patience. The other problem, too, is, like, I'm looking at my resources, and I don't know what it's doing. Obviously, this tank is dropping fuel, like, we're using this tank, but I don't have a good reading on what it is, because the game doesn't... It thinks I'm using this stage and not main rocket, so I don't know what's going on. So I'm probably gonna have to go back and think about this a little bit more and then see what I can do here, because this is not gonna work. It's gonna take too long. I'm gonna load the quick save. I gotta get going anyway. As much as I want to stream all night long, I can't stream any longer, unfortunately. This took a lot longer to do than I thought. So we'll come back on Thursday, and we'll finish this mission out. I'm gonna do some R&D and see if I can figure out what I did wrong here, why this thing is doing what it's doing. See if I can work out the quirks of this upper stage and see what happens. Before I forget, though, I am gonna move the crew back to this pod. They should be here. Which is... It's this pod, right? Yeah. They should be down here. This is where they're supposed to be. Not in the landers. So yeah, I'm gonna have to work out some quirks and figure out what's going on. I might even just refuel this if this stage... Because this stage should be enough to get me out of Kerbin. It's just empty for no reason. And I don't really know why. So I'll probably send something up and see if I can fill this tank up. But yeah, I'll work out the quirks later on. Again, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to call it for today. Sorry, the Duna mission's not happening today. I know the title's kind of clickbait now, but it is what it is. But I'll get it taken care of. I am gonna watch this blow up though, if we can. Okay, if you guys want to see the rest of this Duna mission, definitely check out Discord. Get pings when the next stream happens, which should be on Thursday. I'm gonna get some dinner, and then I gotta try to bring out the drawing tablet. I want to start drawing again, so my hope is to get a little bit of practice in on that. But yeah, thank y'all for keeping me company today. Again, sorry that the Duna mission didn't pan out the way that I needed it to. But it is what it is. So watch this explode, and then we'll is it gonna explode actually? I don't know if it's gonna explode. It's just a really high heat, but it's not blowing up. I don't have heating turned off, do I? No, heat's enabled. It's just not blowing up. Alright, I guess we get to watch it crash into the ocean. Yeah, I appreciate y'all being here. I'm sorry again, like I said. Sorry that it didn't pan out. But yeah, check out Discord. Keep up with us. It'd mean a lot if you did. Yeah, this thing should have overheated. It should have overheated and blown up, and it didn't, and that's really weird. It's fine. So, we'll come back, we'll get this all figured out, and we'll get that mission done. T-Fault name 20 is out of electric charge. Oh no. Whatever will I do? Yeah, we'll get it all sorted, and we'll get that mission done. And then I might put this game away for a little while, because it's still got some issues that I'm not a fan of. We'll see. There we go. Alright. But yeah. Oh, it lived? Wait, it actually lived. It's not supposed to do that. It's funny. Whatever. Oh well. Alright, you guys have a great night. I'll see y'all next time.